Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. First play's a run with Nwangu, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9. Another run now for Nwangu. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins here going to change the play. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Maybe a free play here. Cousins. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
The Vikings at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now it's Rodgers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer there. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
He said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Quickly to Addison here.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jordan Addison.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 43.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Down inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 29 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. To throw is Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the The clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they might be converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers, a free play. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. He's to the 15. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Cousins. A quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. This one caught by Kittle. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 71 yards. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 13 yards.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And his kick is good.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be close to another first down. In fact, he has a first down on a gain of 10.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
13 yards. And a 49er first down.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Able to find Gray here.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray.
39 yards.
And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
To throw, Cousins.
Complete to Addison on the out route.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now Cousins going to change it up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
And now an audible here into something else. Addison hauls it in.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on 1st down.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So on is the rookie Jake Moody for the Niners field goal.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready? Complete. Jefferson the target.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Nwangu.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. And quickly they get to the line.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Hall.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Rodgers looking to throw. Going up top. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Back to throw, Hall.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Now Hall. And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
41 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.